Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Wednesday, 1st of November. In this update, changes have already been made to adventure tourism safety as the Fardi White Island trial ends. The island's owner, Fardi Management Limited, has been found guilty on one health and safety charge brought by Worksafe. It failed to ensure adequate risk assessments ahead of the 2019 tragedy, which killed 22 people. Former tourism industry Aotearoa Chief Executive Chris Roberts told Kate Hawkesby there was concern that Worksafe was the prosecutor.
Because it was clear that there were failings in Worksafe's oversight as well, but they weren't prosecuted, they were the prosecutor.
A window of opportunity for first home buyers may be starting to close. The latest One Roof property report shows prices grew nationwide 1.7% in the 3 months to October. It's the second month of quarterly growth in a row, with Auckland and Christchurch seeing 2.3% jumps. One Roof property editor Owen Vaughan says with rising prices potentially luring investors back, it could be crunch time for first home buyers.
They'll be aware that if they don't get it now, the kind of conditions that have been in their favour are quickly going to kind of like disappear.
In the wake of the collapse of online grocery Supi, online retailers are expected to face a tough time of it in the next 2 years. B Dynamic Logistics says ironing out the kinks in businesses to drive down costs will be essential. And the number of company liquidations are rising. Centric's data shows they have increased 40% in the year to September. The retail and construction sectors saw 87% and 57% rises in liquidations respectively. Brewers are also facing tough times. Deep Creek is the latest to be placed into liquidation after being in operation for more than a decade. Brewers Association Executive Director Dylan Firth says the industry has been hit by excise increases. Stats NZ figures for the 3 months to September will be released later this morning. Herald Business Editor-at-Large Liam Dan says bank economists forecast the unemployment rate will have ticked up from 3.6 to 3.9%. Concern Christchurch's Metro Sports Centre may not be ready in time for the Special Olympics. Christchurch is hosting the Games at the end of 2025, with 3 events scheduled to take place at the under-construction Parakiore Recreation and Sports Centre. It's been dogged by problems, resulting in the contractor wanting millions more from the government delivery agency. The High Court has recently ruled against contractor CPB, barring them from walking off the job. Special Olympics Director Liz Fitzgerald says they're desperately working with Council to come up with a backup plan.
We're probably a bit anxious about it. Obviously, one of the reasons we came to Christchurch is some of the fantastic venues that we thought were going to be available.
In sport, constant lane space issues and difficulties with pool staff have seen swimmer Lewis Clareburt walk from his Wellington base and move to Auckland for the remainder of his Olympic build-up. Pakistan have kept alive their semi-final hopes at Cricket's World Cup by chasing 205 to beat Bangladesh by 7 wickets with 17.3 overs to spare at Kolkata. And a call for an independent panel to decide the next Wallabies coach. Former mentor John Connolly is in favour of taking the decision out of Rugby Australia's hands. I'm Neva Manu. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.